It was supposed to be a quick drop-by. I had some old photos of our grandson I thought my son-in-law, Adnan, would want. Nothing urgent, just one of those sentimental impulses that hits when you're driving and the road feels too long. But when I turned the corner and saw her car parked outside his gate, my wife's white Honda, I instinctively eased off the gas. She hadn't mentioned coming here. The engine hummed low as I rolled past, parking 3 houses down. Something felt off. The curtains were drawn, lights on, no kid laughter, no voices, just quiet, too quiet. I walked up the side yard, avoiding the gravel patches. The grass was tall, soft, the kind that doesn't crunch. That's when I heard it, her voice, low, breathy. Then his, tense and sharper. He doesn't suspect anything. My blood ran still. I edged closer to the kitchen window. I could barely see past the curtain, but I saw her hand on his chest, his fingers brushing hers. She whispered, "This has to end soon. He's getting nosy." He? Me. I staggered back before they saw the silhouette. Suddenly, every moment, every excuse, every delayed evening, every dismissive smile flashed in reverse. The late grocery runs, the perfume she didn't wear for me anymore, the sudden affection she gave only in front of others. I hadn't been paranoid. I'd been patient. You spend 32 years building a home with someone, a life. You share toothbrush cups and taxes and hospital scares. You let your guard down because you believe love at that level becomes truth. But no, love, I realized, can rot, quietly, and no one notices until the whole damn foundation caves in. I didn't confront her, not then, not when she came home an hour later with grocery bags and a smile like a politician's mask. I kissed her on the cheek, said nothing. But that night, I made a decision. She wanted it to end soon? Fine, I'd end it. The first thing I did was call our financial advisor and separate my accounts. Quietly, painlessly. Claimed I needed more control since I was nearing retirement. She never even noticed the emails. Then I revised the will. Removed her name from everything. The house, the lake property, the pension. She'd already left me. I was just making it official on paper. Next, I paid a visit to Adnan's work. Brought coffee. Casual conversation. He looked startled. "Didn't expect you," he laughed, rubbing the back of his neck. "Neither did I smiled. "Just thought we should talk about my daughter." He paled. "I don't think she'd appreciate me interfering," I added. "But I do." There was something primal in the way he shifted, like a cornered dog trying to calculate which way to run. I didn't need to threaten him. I just needed him nervous. A week later, I sent my daughter an anonymous USB drive. Inside, 2 recordings from that night, captured from my phone just beneath their kitchen window. Her mother, her husband, 2 lies colliding in surround sound. She called me, shaking. "Why didn't you tell me?" she asked. "I wanted you to hear it the way I did." Silence on the line, then sobs. Not for me, for the life she thought she had. The fallout was swift. She left him that weekend, kicked him out, took the kid, moved back in with me. My wife didn't know yet. I let her walk through our days like nothing had changed, until the right morning came. Sunday. Pancakes, coffee, her favorite jazz playing low. I set the file on the table, printed screenshots, transcripts, dates. She stared at it, confused, then horrified. "I can explain." "I don't want you to. I didn't mean for." "You meant exactly what you did." I stood calmly, picked up my coat, and handed her an envelope. Inside, divorce papers, signed. Her eyes widened. "You're leaving me?" "No," I said, stepping toward the door. "I already did." "Now?" I live in a small cottage near the coast. The kind of quiet that doesn't feel lonely. My daughter visits every weekend with my grandson. She's rebuilding, one brick at a time. As for her, She lost everything: the house, the savings, the man, and the one who never raised his voice until it was too late. She underestimated me. They both did. But betrayal teaches you one thing: silence doesn't mean weakness. Sometimes it's the sound of a storm gathering just over the edge of mercy.